Automation games are all about efficiency, optimization, and turning simple systems into complex production networks. Modulus, factory automation, enters this space with a clear goal: give players full control over how their factories are designed, connected, and optimized. But in a genre already dominated by heavy hitters, the real question is, does Modulus bring something new to the table, or is it just another factory builder? So in today's review on RazorFrame, we're taking a deep dive into Modulus factory automation to see how its systems, gameplay depth, and overall experience hold up. Game overview. Modulus Factory Automation is a base building and automation strategy game focused on creating efficient production chains. Players start with basic tools and gradually expand into larger, more complex factory systems. The goal is simple in concept: gather resources, process them, and build increasingly advanced production lines. However, the depth comes from how these systems connect and scale over time. Core gameplay loop. The gameplay revolves around a classic automation loop: extract, process, optimize, expand. At the beginning, everything feels manageable, but as new machines, resources, and systems unlock, the complexity increases significantly. Players must carefully design layouts, manage resource flow, and prevent bottlenecks in production. Efficiency becomes the main challenge, and small mistakes in design can quickly grow into larger problems. Building system. One of the key features of Modulus is its modular building system. Instead of placing static structures, players work with components that can be connected and adjusted in flexible ways. This allows for highly customized factory designs. You're not just building a factory, you're engineering a system. This freedom is one of the most satisfying parts of the game, especially when you create a perfectly optimized production chain. Automation depth. Where Modulus really stands out is in its depth of automation mechanics. Players can create complex systems that operate with minimal input once properly configured. As you progress, managing logistics becomes more challenging, requiring smarter layouts and better planning. The game rewards players who think ahead and design scalable systems rather than temporary solutions. Progression. Progression in Modulus is tied to unlocking new technologies and expanding your production capabilities. Each new unlock introduces more advanced machines and new ways to optimize your factory. This creates a constant sense of growth as your simple starting setup slowly transforms into a massive, interconnected system. Visuals and interface. Visually, Modulus focuses on clarity and readability. The interface is clean and designed to help players track production lines, resources, and system performance. While the graphics are not the main highlight, they serve the gameplay well by making complex systems easier to understand. Sound and atmosphere. The sound design supports the mechanical nature of the game. Machine sounds, production effects, and subtle background audio create a consistent industrial atmosphere. The audio isn't overly dominant, but helps reinforce the feeling of managing a working factory. Pros and cons. Pros: deep and rewarding automation systems, flexible modular building mechanics, high replay value for optimization-focused players, strong sense of progression. Cons: steep learning curve for beginners can become overwhelming as systems grow. Limited appeal for players who prefer action gameplay, some repetition in long sessions. Final verdict: Modulus Factory Automation delivers a deep and satisfying experience for players who enjoy building and optimizing complex systems. It doesn't try to simplify the genre. Instead, it leans into complexity and rewards players who are willing to learn and experiment. For fans of automation and factory building games, Modulus is definitely worth playing, especially if you enjoy solving logistical challenges and creating efficient systems. And for more detailed game reviews and new releases, keep following RazorFrame.